everybody. So I'm going to show you how to do an oil change on a 2008 Yamaha V-Star. Now I had a little discussion with the guys over at the local dealership in regards to what exactly needs to be done. And they informed me that an oil filter change isn't necessarily needed. I found that odd. And I looked it up online, and it turns out it's true. On this particular bike, it's not needed all the time. In fact, you could go probably about 6,000 to 8,000 miles from what the guys over at the dealership told me, and wouldn't have to change the oil filter until then. So as it is, as I do it every year, I'm going to do an oil change on the bike. Now, first thing in which I did, as you can see, this neat little device here is two 2x4s and I used the deck piece of wood from a deck project I had left over. To be able to make this little device. Now you can see this online. You can find it. In fact, I'm going to include the link when I post this up on YouTube, because they're fairly simple, easy to make. I mean, all you need is a see, this is probably about 2 feet across, might be a little bit more, just to go across the width of the bike. And as you can see, it's resting right up against the kickstand. And it's across over here. In fact, underneath here, oops, you see there's a crossbar on this bike, which I could have it rest on there, but I prefer to have it closer to where I'm going to be working. And on this particular bike, you will see that this is where it's located at, the oil pan drain plug. Now, I got this idea from a two-wheeled teacher. He had recently done an oil change. And it's like, well, you know what? I wonder how many people actually know how to do an oil change on this type of bike, or know what I know about this bike. Now, I've had this bike for, say, 2017. Now 2020. Actually, I got it in June of 2017. So, yeah, over 3 years. I believe this takes a 17 millimeter. Yep. Alright, now seeing how this is at, and they got very little space and no guarantee they'll be able to get this ratchet in there. Now I'm gonna loosen it up a little bit. Okay, and I'll get my pan. Nope. Makes it a little bit more difficult to be able to do the oil change, especially with this underneath here, but we'll try. Now, I just taken this bike out for a run. I got a magnetic pickup on this, so I can be able to take care of that without a problem. So the bike is going to be a little hot. In fact, the oil is going to be hot. Just fine. I've been burned before. In fact, I've been burned so many times I got calluses on my fingertips. Whew. No, it's actually warm. Not hot at all. Oil's drained for the most part, and I managed to get the bolt out. So now I'll just go ahead and stick it there. It's got its little washer deal. So go ahead and put it back in. Oh, this is going to be, if I do it this way, it's going to take a little bit longer. So we're going to take the second off. Now, these tools I picked up over at Harbor Freight. Actually, probably for a good deal. I think, oh no, if you're just trying to start out, want to work on your own bike, you can get a cheap set to do basic stuff for, let's see, I saw a small set there going for about $5. It's nice. Over time I've accumulated tools, so probably got about a couple of grand worth of tools at least. Nice thing about Harbor Freight is that their ratchets are lifetime guarantee. So if you break it, any reason at all, they will take it back and replace it without any additional charge. Craftsman used to do that, but good luck finding a Sears around here nowadays. Or a Sears that'll be cooperative. I've just had bad luck over at Sears myself. So now we're gonna go ahead and, as you can tell, in fact I'm gonna cheat a little bit and use the camera to help me be able to figure out where the fill line is. Now, as you can see on these 1100s, you got a little glass eye. You'll come across that on various other motorcycles as well, but not on all of them. I don't know which ones don't have it. Now, as I said, this takes probably about 2.97 quarts. So I'm gonna go with 2.5 for right now, and then go from there. Right now I'm at 2. It's not even showing up on here. Half. Still not showing up. I'm gonna quit at this. 2.97. Okay. Yep. You see the mark on there already? Halfway mark, which is fine. So most likely what's going to happen is once I go ahead and get it off of the little lift here, it's going to go at the marker. And take the bike off of its stand. And like I said, right there, yep, right there at the mark. So we're good. Now, all you gotta do is run the bike for maybe about a few seconds or so. Put the cap on. And remember to do that, because I forgot to do that once and I got oil everywhere. And that's it. Now the bike's run. So that's all you gotta do for an oil change, just the oil change. Next time I do a tutorial like this for another oil change on the bike, I'll do it for the filter, because I only need to change it about every other year from what they said. If you like this video, go ahead and like, subscribe please, and I'll see you on the next project.